So I'm getting my yard ready for summertime. I recently finished this fireplace project off, and I chose the stones because they match stonework done on my house. And between that and the paver patio and the fence, everything over here is a bit brown. And so I kind of messed up in my planning. If I would have thought about it, I would have thought how it would have been good to add a little bit of color into the space, maybe having a plant in this section growing up against the fence. And that's what I'm going to do today. I'm going to put a cutout in here in the stones, put a trellis up, and plant a star jasmine to grow up along the fence. In between these two fence posts will be the best spot. It'll look most centered. It's not really centered on the patio, but it'll kind of look like it's centered. Then I'll just take my speed square and I'll square up the shoulders here. Okay. And now I know which stones I need to pull out of there. It's going to be a bit of a tricky process, and if I need to, I can break a stone out. But I think I'll be able to work one out. So it looks like I got about 7 stones to cut, and I'm not going to pull those out. I'm going to cut them and then put them back just so I don't get everything kind of confused. And so let's do that next. All right, now I'm on the home stretch. Kind of got all the stonework cut. That was maybe about an hour to cut all these pieces and to figure out how the trim would all like kind of fit together. Now what I am going to do is take out all the trim pieces, take out all the sand, and then put in the edge banding. It'll help keep the stones in place. Put the sand back in and kind of level out these stones, and then we can start digging the hole for the jasmine plant. All right. First, I'm going to put edge banding right here on the back side. Try to put this all the way down the gravel layer. There's like 5 inches of gravel right there. And now for the more tricky one, we'll be working this around and accommodating the stones. All right, now I'm gonna take the stones back out for the last time and lay all that sand back in there. I'm just gonna slowly build up the layers and tap it down until we're even with the rest of the patio. Could compact this all and then screed it, but I feel like by the time I made that jig, I could probably do this all by hand. And then just take some sand and fill in all the joints. Kind of helps lock it all in. Easier to do when it's dry, but it's been raining for the last couple days, so I'll come back and do this later too. But now we have all that, and dig out a spot for the jasmine. Okay, this is just leftover from a tree that I planted last year. And I'll just kind of fill it in the hole and tack it up there. And it should be able to help kind of keep everything separated. Right. Looks pretty good. So I'll put a couple of those plastic stakes in that I used on the trim boards. Then I'm going to bring in some of that gravel that I took out and just fill in around the edges there. All right, so the hole's all ready. Before I plant the jasmine in here, though, I'm going to put the trellis up. So I'm going to clean it up and move to that side of the project. All right, now time for the trellis. And for this, I'm just going to use a cattle panel and plus these hangers that I got. They just have like 4 holes to mount in. And the cattle panel will hang right there in that notch. I can leave a link to that. There we go. Got the trellis up now. Is to plant jasmine in our hole. All right, so that's a wrap on this project. I do have one more project in mind for this patio. I'm going to build a bench on the other side of the fireplace. But that'll be something for another day. In the meantime, thanks for watching, and catch you next time.